My name is Diane McKendrick and I am your host. And today's topic is which retreat is best for you? So it's no secret that retreats are my all-time favorite. And it's something that both Michelle and I are getting known for within the industry. So whether it's attending them and going as an attendee, or holding them and facilitating them, or going along and presenting at them, I truly believe and see again and again and again, something magical opens up and happens to the people who commit to getting away from your day-to-day surroundings and start to saturate yourself in the magic and the immersion of what retreats can offer you. So retreats here at Those Two Sisters are what we are most well known for. And I also believe that this is what sets us apart from other coaches within the industry. So we don't just do the coaching, but we take you away for a couple of days to immerse you in the magic, in the embodiment practices and process, and shifting and changing the patterns, in anchoring the learnings and the content, as opposed to just having it be in your brain as content. We anchor it into your body. We clear out all the old patterns and we embed new ones. So our retreats are sold out often in months in advance. So I want to use this podcast as an opportunity to share a little bit about the retreats, how they came about, how I created them, and which one is best suited for you, which one is best suited to you. And so what happened for us after we held the Energetics of Life retreat is that I just watched people really closely and I could see people wanted more. There's really two types of people that were coming to the Energetics of Life. And I didn't realize this when I first started it, but there was women coming that were really focused on life in itself. And then I noticed we were attracting a lot of business women in alignment with my second book, Millionaire Mum, The Best of Both Worlds. They were wanting to learn from me and learn from Michelle how to do motherhood and be a really present, nurturing mother and a millionaire, building that $1 million empire without having to sacrifice one or the other. And that was my belief. And if you read the book, you'll hear about that. So as I was witnessing and watching and holding these beautiful retreats, I was like, oh, now I can see there's something else. My people are asking for something else. So I created the Energetics of Business retreat. I created the Energetics of Business retreat a couple of years ago, and I wanted this to be exclusive. I wanted it to be away, so we had to fly there, and I wanted it to be a certain number of people, business women, either beginner businesses or established businesses, and I wanted to take people away and once again have them have this beautiful, luxurious occasion and event and transformation, and it was a dream. And I started talking about it. Everybody around me told me you can't do that, and I want you to remember when I was actually creating the first one of these, it was right smack bang in the middle of COVID time. So Gus had just lost his job. My business wasn't doing that well yet. And I wanted to take people away to up near Cairns. We ended up going to Port Douglas. So we all had to fly there. And everyone was telling me, you can't do it. And part of my brain, like as soon as someone said that to me, I'm like, why not? Why can't I do it? So what happened for the first one is Port Douglas. And it was amazing, and it completely changed people's lives. And I did the agenda and we all got up there. There was several of us on that first Energetics of Business, and I'll never forget it. The transformations, the businesses that were formed, incredible, absolutely incredible. Then the next year rolls around. We're still in the middle of COVID and we've got to fly, and everyone's saying you got to cancel all your events. And I'm like, I'm not canceling the event. And they're like, you can't go if you're not vaccinated. I'm like, I'm not getting vaccinated and I'm still doing this. So, funds had dwindled, and it comes to booking the retreat spot for the second Energetics of Business retreat up in Port Douglas. And I was like, I don't really have the money to pay for the deposit. So I'm going to move some money around. And I made the money to get the deposit for the Energetics of Business retreat up in Port Douglas, because this matters to me. And I could just see how much it was changing people's lives and the bonds that were formed and the revelations women were having. So then I filled it out. And because I'm not a details person, I kept talking to people, and they'd seen the photos from the Energetics of Business retreat the year before, and people were talking. And once again, right smack bang in the middle of COVID, and I oversold it. And my sister, who's the details person, is like, oh my gosh, Diane, this is a disaster. You've oversold the retreat. And then I was like, that's not a disaster. I'll just get another house. So then we had to start searching around. I ended up having to get 2 houses. This is the second time I've done this, oversold a retreat and then had to get more accommodation. So Energetics of Business was birthed and born, oversold it, went to Port Douglas. I think that year we had 17 people right smack bang in the middle of COVID. Somehow it fell when everything was open. We all rocked up at the airport. It was a little bit chaotic. It was a little bit stressful, like getting all these women up there and into their houses, and women coming together that didn't know each other, business women, smart women, clever women, well-spoken women, women that are already, like, some of them earning far more than me. Like, I had to have the courage to bring all these women together. There are some beginner businesses, which was really beautiful as well. So they work really well together. So here we are up at Port Douglas in this glorious, beautiful, amazing location. There's nearly 20 of us. I've got crew on board. I've got Michelle there by my side. And we spent the next 4 days going through the energetics of business, from the foundations down and then back up again. And the shifts and the changes in women's businesses and lives and healths and quality of life and fulfillment in terms of their impact and income is indescribable what that word is. And again and again and again, in the middle of these retreats, I just look and I pinch myself, because I have my revelations. I have my transformation through these as well, in the lead up to it, in the moment of it. And to be surrounded and trusted by so many incredible women is just so humbling. It's so humbling. We had the best time. We come back, books were written, podcasts were started, businesses were started, businesses were transformed, businesses evolved. And the bonds that were formed, like, I feel like something that's happened in the last couple of years is a lot of business women are lonely, because we spend a lot of time at home or behind the computer, and there's social media now, and there's not so many events, and there is a challenging time. Like, my experience running retreats, you see the beauty of it and the ease and the grace and the transformations and the testimonies. You see all that on social media, but what you don't see, and I do share little snippets of it, is the lead up, is the background, the back end stuff, which I'm not really good at, payment plans and following up and confirming spaces and booking caterers and making sure there's enough food and people in, and then they're out, and then on their in, and then they're out, and invoicing. And it can be a lot. And every single time, you probably heard me say this before a retreat, especially the ones that are a flight away, I catch myself a week or two, maybe about a month out, like, I'm never doing this again. This is too much. It's so much. And then I remind myself, and this is for all of you out there that perhaps are running a business and want to start running retreats, either get us in, hire us in to do it for you, we're the professionals, or we can teach you to do it. That's part of the energetics of business. We have several ladies who run similar businesses to us, and they want to start running their own retreats for their clients, friends, family, staff, team members. And so we teach you how to do that. And that each retreat for me as a facilitator is an initiation, a walk through the fire, getting to know those different parts of myself that don't feel prepared, ready, worthy of holding space for so many incredible women and receiving enormous amounts of income for it. So we are putting together packages and offerings for people that want to run your retreats. We'll take you through the step by step, show you exactly how. And we will have a module of that at the Energetics of Business retreat. So we can give you all the content, give you the information, and then you can run with it and make it your own. So Energetics of Business retreat, I'm going to read to you what it is about on the website so you can get a really good feel for it. It's been created with you in mind, the businesswoman, whether you have a dream of a business, you've just started a business, or you're an established business. We bring an exclusive bunch of go-getters together to take your business to the next level. The 3 days will revolve around inspired action, focused attention, and ultimately kicking ass in all areas of your life. Because our belief is your business is going to do better when your health is thriving, when your relationships are thriving. So although we do look at the energetics of business, we also touch on those other areas of your life that may be suffering as a result of you running your business. So many people think they're attending for business growth, but your business, your body, health, and finances are all a reflection of your self-worth. There will be business strategy with a deep, deep, deep twist of unblocking and uncovering the energetic sludge. And notice, if you're a businesswoman, what you feel when I say this, the energetic sludge that's holding you back and surrounding the entity of your business, the soul of your business. So once we remove that through some of the embodiment practices and process and magic at that retreat, you can step into the fullest version of you. And it's like your business becomes its own entity. She speaks to you. She communicates with you. You're desire-led, and it's so extremely powerful. So when you show up in your business and in life as the fullest version of you, your business booms, your body is banging hot, healthy, ready to rumble, your finances flourish, and your relationships become rock solid. So in this retreat, be prepared to meet another version of yourself where your new normal is feeling nourished, clear, and free to be you in your full expression in your life and in your business, your impact and your income. When we come together and we're held in our highest light by ourselves and the community, magic happens. So let's hear from one of the ladies that has attended the Energetics of Business retreat.
Sarah! Hey, how was the Energetics of Business retreat for you?
Freaking amazing. Amazing. It was awesome. I feel like a completely different person. To be honest, I came in, I'm like, okay, something's got to shift me and I don't know what that could be. And that was only about 48 hours now when I was thinking that, and I'm shifted.
Ooh, you're a new woman.
Oh, look, this is the second retreat I've been to. I went to the first one in September last year, and this one has just blown my mind. I thought I had learned everything I needed to learn at the first one, that I'd gone through removed all my blockers, and I didn't have anything to kind of come to a realization about. But you girls, with the trust that I've put in you, and then the belief you've put in me, you've just taken me to the next level. I can't thank you guys enough for what I've experienced in the last 3 days.
Oh.
The feeling of peace, that relaxation, that just openness to the flow, to the abundance, and being open to a new way of doing things and a new whole thought pattern around what my success looks like and what I need to do or not do in order to be open to receiving that.
The biggest change would certainly just be my sense of confidence and sense of understanding in how powerful I am as a woman in business.
I just feel so open. I just feel so strong, so confident, so damn proud. I'm going to stand on my mountain when I get home tomorrow, and I am just going to whirl around because I found it. I found that inner peace.
Thank you so much, gorgeous one. As with we have so many testimonials to choose from now that I just feel so blessed and so humbled. And every time I listen to those testimonials, it gives me goosebumps on my skin and often like pops tears to my eyes because, sometimes you can forget sitting behind the computer and delivering on it or getting the logistics done. So I always have to keep coming back to the impact, the transformation of the woman that gets to attend my retreats, our retreats, and share time and space with us. Whenever things get hard, and this is for you ladies that are running retreats or running businesses, a question I often go back to and is so powerful for me, a really powerfully profound question. What is the transformation of the woman who gets to attend these retreats? And when I remember those transformations, those moments in time where I see a woman land back in her body, when I see the light switch back on, when I see the masks drop and her fully come home to herself so she can be free to mother how she wants to be, wife how she wants to, run her business how she wants to, I'm like, oh, that is the feeling that's priceless. So now I have many of those moments and I get to stack those again and again and again and again and again. And that's what I remember when things get hard. So that's really, if you've got a pen and paper, write that down. What is the transformation or what is possible for the woman that attends the retreats or whatever your offer is, what you're offering people in your business. So that's a little bit about the Energetics of Business retreat. Energetics of Business, depending on when you're listening to this, is in June, 13th to the 16th of June, 2024. And there is still a few spots available for that. The one in 2024 is being held at Cabarita, which is a gorgeous place down past the Gold Coast. And it's in June, so it's going to be nice and hot. We've got a gorgeous house on the water It can fit a few more people than what we're used to. I promise not to overbook it this time. Michelle's whipping me into shape. But yeah, the Energetics of Business retreat is for you. If one, you're dreaming about a business and you want to take your, like me, several years ago, I saw all these other women doing business and like, can I do that? I mean, why can't you? If you're in a 9-to-5, you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're doing a job that you don't love, come to the Energetics of Business retreat. We'll show you how to set up a business from the ground up that is in alignment with your purpose and your path. And yeah, then you're surrounded by other women. So you maybe like just have a dream or a desire and think, is this for me? And you have this really, yearning, aching to start your own business. Perhaps you're just a beginner and you've simply started out and you're ready. You're ready to really commit to meeting more of yourself and the businesswoman you were born to be. Or perhaps you're an established business owner and you want your time back, or you want to change the energetics of your business, remove that sludge, get rid of all the old anchorings, the things that have been hard, the trauma in your business, the conversations that you've had to have, all the stuff, how it can be a lot. We cleanse and clear all that so you can be free to reset and reconnect with your business so it'll blossom and bloom and be its own space for magic. So after energetics, both of those retreats, Energetics of Life and Energetics of Business, are both pretty intense. It's 4 days and we take you deep. And once again, it is all optional, but if you're committed to being there, most people just throw themselves in off the deep end and they know that we're there to support them and catch them. If you are at all interested in attending any of our retreats, you can get more information over at our website, www.thosetwosisters.com. So go on over there, click on the website, then you'll go down to the tabs event, and then there's one specifically for retreats. You'll click on that and it will give you all the information about all the amazing retreats that we run and which one is the best for you. See you over there on the website.